Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to the September wrap-up of the Crafty Book Club. How's everybody doing this fine morning? Hello, hello. Thanks for joining me. And for those watching the replay and also my lurkers. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Liz. Hey, Sean. Sonia. Crochet King. Hello, hello. Hey, Sean, from Sean's Savvy Creations in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Well, hello. Hi, Eva. Welcome in. Let's see if I have a... Nope, I didn't make one for that. That's okay. Hey, so today is the Crafty Book Club Live, where we are going to be talking about... I took a break for several months from this for the summer, so our last selection was May. So our selection from May was This Long Thread, Women of Craft Community... Oh, sorry. This Long Thread, Women of Color on Craft, Community, and Connection. Hi, Full Nation, welcome in. Hey, Alice. Okay, see you later on the replay. Hey, Norma. Hi, Karen. Hi, Sue. So those of you who were thinking this was going to be at 9, I had to change it to 9:30 because my son was having a tough time leaving the house this morning. I apologize. I had to go drop him off at school, but we'll still be on for an hour till 10:30. Hi, Sue. Welcome in. As folks are coming in. So this will be back to monthly on my channel. For those that don't, hey, Lisa Knits, welcome in. For those that don't know what the Crafty Book Club is, I do have a playlist on my channel if you want to go check out the previous books, or there is links down below if you'd like to purchase some of the previous books. They are affiliate links. And then this club is all about books that have to do with fiber arts, but they're not pattern books. Also, oh, hey, Wendy, it's 7:30 here in Canada. Cool. Also, they are all going to be available on audiobook format as well as print versions, because that way it's accessible to the most people, and also because us crafters like to listen to audiobooks. I'm not going to begrudge anybody that fun. So as you guys are just coming in, the last Crafty Book Club Live, there is a yarn giveaway on it. So if anybody wants to scoot over there and comment, it is the one from, it's got a green book in the background. If you want to go leave a comment over there, I'm going to pull a winner on this live for 2 skeins of wool. But what is everybody up to this Monday? Who read this? I'm not going to judge you if you didn't, because it's been a little while. You've never actually used an audiobook. Wow, Wendy. Interesting. Huh. Hey, Amy, how you doing? Welcome in. Good morning, everybody, or good evening, depending where you are. Have a little bit of my coffee. I'm still working on my German coffee. Haven't finished it yet. You're knitting a beanie. Oh, Sue, you just received the Fleece and Fiber source book. I'm really enjoying it. Thank you for letting me know about it. You are so welcome, Sue. So I also have a book review playlist, and she is talking about one of the books that I reviewed on there. I would consider that one of my favorite resource books. I like reading. I've never heard of that particular book. This one, or the one Sue is talking about, Wendy? I did have a good weekend. It actually was a really positive weekend. Oh no, Annie, I hope the internet holds up for you. You're knitting a pullover, Liz. Awesome. Norma. Oh, Did you order that off the Joann's website or Yarnspirations? That is awful. She got the twist and lock hooks by Susan Bates, but they canceled them. Oh, so Wendy, I do a lot of research for the books that I choose. Norma, tell me some more about that. Wendy, I do a lot of research about the books that I choose. As far as finding things that are interesting, engaging, vary in format. And I don't, a lot of the stuff I pick is not stuff that people have heard of before, but they're great reads. Fool is watching Joann's. Norma, people have so much problems ordering online from Joann's. I've had orders canceled myself. You know what I think the problem is? They don't really have a good grasp on their inventory or something like that. Like it's like a plane when they sell too many seats. I know that doesn't happen in this day and age as much, but they sell a bunch and then they're like, whoops, we don't have enough. At least that's my theory on Joann's. What do you guys think? You really enjoyed the last book, Full Nation? Awesome. I'm glad. I have it around here somewhere. It's in one of my book piles. Oh, it's right there. Hold on. So this is the book that, was it Wendy? No, who was talking about that? Hold on. Sue was talking about this book, the Fleece and Fiber Source Book. More than 200 fibers from animal to spun yarn. It is a nice reference type book where they talk about all the different fibers and its aspects and all the different breeds of sheep and different other animals besides sheep. It's great. I reviewed this on my book review playlist. And then this is the book that was from the previous month, Vanishing Fleece by Clara Parks. So this was about a 600 and some odd pound bale of raw wool that she received or bought, and it travels around the United States turning it into yarn. And she featured a lot of small businesses, one of which is based in Maine, and they are the last mule spun mill in America. And that is where the yarn giveaway is from. I actually saw them at the Fiber Festival of New England last year, and I wish I had gotten more, but hey, guess what? It's coming up in November, so I may get more. You agree you used to work at Joann's. Well, I'm glad that my theory holds water. Which name? This one? Or this one? Okay, hold on. Vanishing Fleece was wonderful. I agree. Hold on. Let me comment. Post comment. Hold on, everybody. I'm just posting a comment. And if you go back to my book reviews playlist, there is an affiliate link down there. So I'd appreciate it if you use that. That makes me a little support for the channel. Doesn't cost you anything extra. Did you know that if you click on an Amazon affiliate link, that anything else that you purchase at that time or within a short window also is considered affiliate, so that I also earn a small commission on that as well. Most people don't know that. Hey, Katrina, welcome in, lovely channel member. Good morning. Welcome, welcome. Yes, I have memberships active on my channel. No pressure whatsoever. But if you want to check them out, the button is down below. You're welcome, Amy. Oh, thank you, Katrina, for this super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Welcome in, welcome in. So we're going to, and again, if you haven't read the book, that's fine. This long thread, Women of Color on Craft, Community, and Connection. So what I really loved about this book, and the reason I picked it, one, it has a lot of different individual stories of women's perspectives. Also, a lot of it is set up in a survey format, so you can see how they vary and differ. Like, let's do a couple of the questions. What type of fiber crafts do you engage in? And if you want to answer in the chat, feel free. So fiber crafts for me, I crochet. I have dabbled in yarn dyeing. I'm not a professional. You're welcome, Liz. They're in the description box of all my most of my videos. Oh, Sean, that's awesome. Hey, Ray, welcome in, channel member. Ray's Yarn Addiction. Hiya. I was just saying, what types of fiber crafts do you engage in? So I have dabbled in yarn dyeing. I have some of those on a playlist that from eons ago, from when I first started my channel. So sorry about the video quality. Crochet, obviously. Yarn collecting, hook collecting. I have done some embroidery. I've done some beading with that on fabric. I have not tried needlepoint. Knitting is on my bucket list to start this year. I did buy a few needles, so that is coming hopefully soon, and I will be chronicling that here. And I have a loom that I got off Facebook, but I haven't dabbled in that yet. It's on the to-do list, but maybe not this year. That's awesome. Let's see. What's the first thing you remember making as far as fiber crafts are concerned? I went to a workshop at a local historical museum, and they had a learn to crochet class. It was a total disaster. Total disaster. Oh, plastic canvas. I've tried that. But I thought it was fine, but it was kind of similar to cross stitch for me. So I was like, I already know how to cross stitch. Or kind of cross stitch. I learned that when I was, oh geez, maybe 8 or 9, I think. Crocheting, knitting, spinning, yarn collecting, and hook collecting. Yes, right. Because those are also crafts. So just saying. Oh, so I went to this crochet workshop, and it was kind of a hot mess, which is hilarious because I go to a local fiber group. It's called the Library Yarnies. It's at my local library twice a month on Mondays. And those are the people that taught the workshop, which I think is hilarious. And I have told them this story. I tried it home for a little while, and then I put it down. That was in, I know it was in the summer because it was really hot. Summer 2019. Fast forward to March 13th, 2020, and that's when I truly started to learn crochet. So I consider that when I started my crochet journey. First weekend of lockdown. But I always consider craft as therapy, so that was one of my ways of working through that. Annie was a knitter before crocheting, and even after 18 years, I still think knitting was easier to learn. Oh, geez, really? Okay. So my knitting got better when I got a knitting belt. What is a knitting belt? Never heard of that before. Crochet jump rope. Oh, that's cool. I made some washcloths. No, I did not. I made some washcloths, and then I made a basic hat of one of Crystal's things. If it's fiber, I probably want to try it at least once, says Full Nation. Crochet, all forms of embroidery, and things you can do with thread. Felting. I've never tried felting. You want to learn how to spin? I got to be honest, one of the things that I regret not doing last year at the Fiber Festival was taking a learn to spin class. So that's on the top of my list for this year at the festival. They have spinning wheels that are set up, and they just do a bunch of spinning classes all weekend. So you don't have to, like, they have the materials for you. But I'm hoping that I can get into one of the classes this year. I am scheduled to teach 2 classes at the Fiber Festival of New England. So any of my local folks who want to come down and check it out, I appreciate the support. But hopefully I'll be able to earn enough to at least cover my spinning class. That would make me very happy. That's okay, Wendy. You're beginning spinner, says Michelle. I started with a drop spindle. Cool. Oh no, not very welcoming. Ew. Not on par with the economic standing. That's awful. The folks at the library are awesome. They have a couple boxes full of D-stash yarn. They have crochet hooks and needles, so folks who come in don't have to spend any money. They're super supportive. So yeah, it's nice. Typically there's 2 ladies who run it. One is an older woman, who's very lovely, who's the original person who started the group, and then there is a mom there who is maybe 10 years younger than me, and she helps co-run it. And then there's some other folks who come in and out. So I'd say on an average day, there's probably less than 10. So it's really easy to help folks who need assistance. And interesting fact, says Crochet King. I used to live right next to the Wyndham Tex Mill, and oh, I know where that is, in Willimantic, Connecticut. And now you live in Maine. I guess I am just attracted to fiber areas. Well, that's cool. Your first crocheting was Christmas ornaments when you were about 12. Awesome. Good night, Lisa. Thanks for joining. First fibercraft was cross stitch when I was 9. Well, I guess my first one would be counted cross stitch too. My cousin, who was much older than me, was babysitting me for the weekend. I mean, she was done with college at that point. And we went to, I believe it was Kmart at the time, because that was closest to us. And I picked out a kind of cross stitch, and she taught me how to make it. One of those very basic ones, but it was fun. I have gone back to it over time. Wendy, today I do crochet. You can knit. You hate cross stitch. You make amigurumis and would love to learn to spin. I guess, Full Nation. Does anyone in your family practice this craft too? So my cousin does kind of cross stitch, and I'm pretty sure that's it as far as my family. But I did find out a couple years ago that my birth mom crochets and my grandmother crocheted. And actually she gave me one of my grandmother's crochet hooks. It's over here, which is great. Let's see. I'm just looking at the survey questions. Hold on. What's your favorite thing you've ever made? The one I feel proudest about, like I'm like, oh, I did that, was my first crochet sweater, which was if you go under men's crochet patterns, it's the Bod Crystal Bag a Day pattern. It's the men's sweater with the ribbing down the front. It's got 3 ribs. That took a while. I made it out of, oh, what did I make it with? Landscapes, Lion Brand Landscapes, in a chartreuse color and like a gold color. And I wore that to the Fiber Festival, and I felt so proud of myself. Your first mosaic? I thought you were going to say that, Michelle. What did you make? How was your mosaic experience on your first one? Did you find it easy or difficult to latch onto? Wish I had the time to start one myself, but I just never know when I'll need to be home to take care of my son. Oh, that's nice, Annie. The reason I liked that it had a YouTube tutorial was I could always just watch it in small increments. Because obviously I didn't just sit for a whole weekend or whatnot and crochet a sweater because I had littles. It was easy to get into the groove. Oh, so you liked it right off the bat. That's awesome. One more question from the survey. What colors are you drawn to and why? I tend to like more intensely pigmented colors. I'm not a big fan of that like brushed dye look generally. I like a lot of saturation of color when I work. Yeah, I guess that would be overarching, but my favorite colors are purple, green, and blue. Jewel tones for Michelle. Oh, you're making the cable sweater now? Awesome, Amy. What yarn are you using? I like that because it was the first time I had done cables too, which is cool. Okay, so in about 5 minutes here, I'm going to draw the winner of the 2 skeins of yarn from the last Crafty Book Club Live. Hold on, let me put this coffee somewhere. That's the coffee I showed the other day. 1 second. Let me pull out the skeins of yarn. Ooh, that coffee is hot. Don't knock over your yarn bowl. Okay. You made it. Oh, hi, Lori. Welcome in. Let's see. Sage and Olive Green says, Amy King. Oh, you're going to like these skeins of yarn. You switched from embroidery when my son was little to crochet. Oh, and everything else. Jewel tones are rich looking, Full Nation. Karen, I crocheted so much at one point I gave myself carpal tunnel. Oh, no. You have to switch back and forth between knitting and crochet. That stinks, Karen. For me, it was a knitted hat and... Oh, wait, what just happened? Oh, thank you, Genevieve, for the super chat. I appreciate your support. Thank you. And welcome in. That's awesome. I announced earlier, I also have memberships active down below. If you guys want to check that out, you can hit the join button, but no pressure. The Crafty Book Club is the last Monday of the month. I'm going to slightly change the time to 9:30 just because getting my son to school and getting back is difficult. It's okay on Wednesdays when I'm with Ginger because she's on already, but not for this, obviously. Was I just saying? Oh, also, if you haven't checked out my Facebook group, it's where I post a lot of my steals and deals I find and freebies. And I'm also on Instagram. That's me. Shades of blue, green, and also black if you're making something for yourself crocheting. Oh yeah, my go-to neutral is gray. I don't own a lot of just brown. I mean, I don't have a problem with brown, but the neutral I'm more drawn to is the grays. Hey, Elaine, welcome in. Lion brand black yarn. Ooh. Good luck conquering the black. Wendy, that's a tough one because a few different ones. You have a blanket I made from the Phoenix. Amigurumis, it's a wood elf. Ooh, that sounds cute. Good morning, Johanna from Central Texas. I do the same, so always have at least one of each going, says Annie. Genevieve, where are you from? You can never make up your mind on colors? Oh, well, they're all beautiful. I started a knit and crochet bi-weekly group at a local library. Awesome, Karen. Any color but green. And I love really vibrant colors. That's awesome, Annie. Wearables is a pattern from Bag O' Day. It was a pullover. Don't remember the name. Oh, Michelle, please, no pressure. There's lots of ways you can support channels without having a membership. Off the top of my head, some of those ways are watching the videos, playing them from the beginning to the end, letting the ads run, coming to the lives, especially if you participate, because we love folks who participate, but lurkers are cool too. Running playlists, joining our Facebook, following us on Instagram, interacting there, obviously subscribing. You could share out a video. Those are all free ways to support the channel. So here is the yarn that we'll be giving away here in a minute. It is this beautiful, luscious wool. Yes, it is 100% wool, so if you have a wool allergy, this giveaway is not for you, unless you're giving it to somebody you know. Hey, Rhonda. Good morning from Southern Wheat, Virginia. Really enjoy your channel. Well, thank you so much for the kind words, Rhonda. So these are the two skeins from the mill in Maine that has the mule spun. It's actually over 200 years old. All right, I am going to, I know, isn't it? Don't those two go well together? I thought they really went well together. Okay. I am going to go pull up the winner for this, but the screen may go black for a minute. So just give me a second to do that and I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves for a minute. Hey, so the winner is Linda Coulter, Coulter. Are you here today? If you are, if you're watching this on the replay, congratulations! You have won these beauties. They are so beautiful. Skeins of yarn. Please email me at affordablycrafty@gmail.com so that you can get your prize. If you are out of the country, I also will need your phone number for the slip you fill out for international. I can't think of the word right now. What is going on? This is falling off my chair. Drive me nuts. Looking like that. It's a little better. Annoying. Sorry. Congrats, Linda. Okay, now one moment. Thinking of starting a local group. Anyone have suggestions? Yeah, see if your library can host it. Your library is going to be a more informal setting. You're not going to have to worry about providing money to host your group. And generally, they're pretty excited about something like a local yarn group. Yes, the tweed is amazing. How often am I on? So this is once a month, but then I'm on twice a week with Ginger the Yarn Geek, my Yarnie Bestie, for Affordably Geeky. We are on Wednesday mornings from 9 to 10:30-ish a.m. Eastern Standard Time on her channel, The Yarn Geek, link down below. And on my channel, Affordably Crafty, from 8 to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturdays for Affordably Geeky. So we are on for 4.5 or more hours a week. And let's see, going down to the comments. You're still considering teaching crochet at your local adult disability job co-op. Oh, that's awesome, Michelle. Makes me happy. People are saying congratulations to Lindy, to Linda, Lindy. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's nice, Annie. Would you get anything out of using a knitting machine? Because you could get like a Centro or something that's not as expensive as an Addy. If he just wants to see the yarn get worked up. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Put these over here in the giveaway pile. Hold on. Giveaways. And now we're going to talk about the book for this month. So I have a post that's scheduled to go up after this live with the details on where you can get this book. Also down below, I have an affiliate link if you guys want to check that out. This is, again, different than other books I had picked because, again, I try in different formats, different yarny topics. So this is about indigo. It's called Indigo, In Search of the Color That Seduced the World, and it's by Catherine E. McKinley. This book, let me see when it was published. It's not a recent one. Look at the publishing year. 2011. So it's not that old, but it's not. Yes. And this is actually 98% of this book is actually written. A written account of her experiences in the African continent, trying to learn and discover how the traditional indigo vats were made in Africa. So she is there on I believe it's a Fulbright scholarship or something similar to that, some kind of grant or scholarship to go and learn and explore and do that stuff with the color indigo in Africa. So I like that it's set up in a story format. Let me see if I can show you a couple of pictures. So like this is traditionally like what the indigo dyeing stuff look like. It would be patterned most of the time. Isn't that beautiful? Let me show you another picture because a few color photos on the inside. So this is a dyer from Mali who's doing an indigo dye process. Current day in 2011. So there is a documentary about indigo that was put out that I will definitely share in the Facebook groups, and I can put a community post up too. Here is a photo in Nigeria from 1971 at the textile market. It does. And this kind of checks all my boxes. For those that don't know, I went to college for anthropology, and my minor was African American Studies. So this is much more of kind of a cultural anthropology angle where you're embedded in the culture, basically. Let's see. Oh, here's some more beautiful pictures. Most of this is vintage cloth. me, is that not beautiful? And then hold on, there's a couple more photos. Oh, that's pretty. I like the one with the top left here. Look at the circle pattern there. Is that not pretty? Looks like almost chains. That's pretty. Let's see what else. That's mostly it for there's color photos in the middle of the book, basically. So she spends a lot of her time in Nigeria. Oh, sorry. Not Nigeria. Ghana. A lot of time in Ghana, but she also travels around to other countries in Africa. So I thought this was interesting for a couple reasons. One, it really is nice to have a cultural deep dive. It also is really nice to realize the history of indigo and how much it was prevalent in the African continent for a very, very long time. And also that just how much of a specialty craft it is to do true indigo vat dyeing, and how much it is like a passed down craft, traditional or whatever. So this is the book for this month. There's a link down below. Please use my affiliate link if you're going to get it. And it is not a long, super long book. Like last month was kind of long. This is 230 pages, and it was a good read. Like, I really enjoyed it. So I hope you guys will like it too. It says, indigo is the untold history of a precious dye. Oh, hold on. I got to remove the sticker from the back so I can read it. 1 second, guys. Hold on. Removing the sticker. Indigo is the untold history of a precious dye brimming with rich, electrifying tales of common women, everyday heroines, as well as those who wielded great social and political power as renowned master dyers and traders, whose indigo wealth became the cornerstone of ancient African empires and 20th century anti-colonial movements, shaping the course of history and world economics. It is also the story of a personal quest. Catherine McKinley's adoptive parents descend from a clan of Scots who wore indigo tartan as their armor, and she is the kin of several generations of Jewish rag traders. The maternal grandmother of a Massachusetts textile factory owner, and the paternal granddaughter of African slaves. Her ancestors were traded along the same Saharan routes as indigo, where a length of blue cotton could purchase a human life. I didn't know that until I read this book. McKinley's journey across the ancient trade routes of West Africa in search of this rare, luminous, and costly blue pigment, in search of beauty in her own history, ultimately leads to a new and satisfying path to finally taste life. She is a graduate of Sarah Lawrence College, where she has taught creative nonfiction, and she was a Fulbright scholar in Ghana, West Africa. She lives in New York City. But I believe her family is from New England, like just said Massachusetts. That's cool. Thanks, Genevieve. Love your book choices. I've watched things about how the Japanese get their dye and how they dye fabrics. It was very interesting. Yes. So on my Facebook group, I tend to post, my deals, steals, and freebies, but I also tend to post textile history, all different cultural dyeing techniques, some anthropology and archaeology stuff that revolves around textiles, art installations. Like I would say I kind of have a unique page, but that's just me. I do me. I've always been interested in indigo dye. I've wanted to dye yarn or fabric with real indigo. So this is, in this book, they take it from the plant to the indigo dye vat. You may be able to, in the summer, find a workshop. Well, let me retract that. In New England here, you may be able to find a workshop in the summer where you can get a look at a real indigo dye vat. Other parts of the country may have these at all different times. Just here because it's got to be outside. And also, you can get this in powder form. So basically what happens is you take, and I'm not giving anything away here from the group. You take the plant, you have it in a vat, you boil it down, and you end up getting a paste, which you can dry into a powder to use later. So you can buy the powder already made. There's several different companies who do it. Probably the one that I know the best is Maiwa, Maiwa. They have lots of free classes, they have some free classes on their website about basic dye techniques like morting, how different fabric, try again, how different yarns dye up depending on what their composition is, and other things. I'll link that down below after and also share it on my Facebook group. So they're really cool. And it's all natural dyeing on that they do. They're out west, I believe. They also offer I don't know why I can't talk right now, offer a natural dye course. That is, you have to pay for, but I've heard it's very good. Cobalt blue glass and indigo dye have no relationship. Interesting. Oh, Genevieve, the links are down below for my Facebook group and such. That's awesome. Has anybody here dyed with indigo before? I haven't, but it's on my bucket list. Has been for a while. Which is really cool. I also have thought about growing indigo or having a dye garden. I guess that's kind of a wish, but while my kids are smaller, I just don't have the time to do that really. So we'll see. There's always next summer, right? That's awesome. So let's see what else is going on here. I am going to do a giveaway with this. I don't have it to show you yet. So I am either going to do one of two things. And I'll put a poll up on my channel. But if you guys want to answer here in the chat, would you be more interested in some of the indigo dry powder for you to dye yourself, or for me to give away a couple skeins of yarn that I dyed with indigo? Which one? Would you be interested in the powder or the dyed yarn? Let me know in the chat. And if you're watching this video on replay, hi, how you doing? Or you don't feel like commenting in the chat, you can comment down below and let me know which one you would prefer. And I'll also put a poll up. Skeins, I dye the yarn, skeins. Skeins. Hi, Lizzie, welcome in. Dyed, everybody wants a dyed yarn. Okay, so I guess that pretty much answers that. Does anybody want? No. Okay, so I'm going to do that this month on my channel. I am going to dye some yarn. Okay, I'm going to dye some yarn with the indigo powder, not the fresh vat. And I will put that content up on the channel so you guys can check that out. And we'll see how that goes. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use most likely cotton yarn so that everybody can have a chance for the giveaway, because I know a lot of folks have animal allergies. We're a lazy group. You're not lazy. It's also fun because I made it, right? That's cool. So I'm going to do cotton or some kind of a cotton blend yarn. Something similar. It's going to be cotton. So that way it's open to everybody. You're welcome. All right, so check that out coming up on the channel this month. So And let's see. I need to have some coffee. Sorry, Wendy. You can watch me dye it, though. I'll put the content up, and I will also link where I'm going to get my dye powder from, so you can check that out. Should be fun. I'm also thinking of maybe dyeing up some more skeins and maybe putting them up for sale. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. So also going on the channel right now in September or October. Lizzie, so I just did the giveaway from the last Crafty Book Club Live. Usually the Crafty Book Club Live is the last Monday of the month. So I announce the book for the next month, which this month is Indigo. Oop, that's upside down. Is this one. Indigo, In Search of the Color That Seduced the World. Link down below, and I would appreciate it if you guys use my link because it is an affiliate link to Amazon. It's also available on audiobook format. Every single book I pick also is available on audio format. It's one of my requirements. And so that's the book. I also have put together some more yarn grab bags. So if you guys are interested in that, you can DM me or email me at affordablycrafty@gmail.com. My Coffee Collective members, which is my beginning tier, have an offer through the end of the month of October for 25% off the regular price. And my Yarnie Gossipers have an offer of 50% off for the next month. Lizzie, it's okay. I'm also on Wednesdays on the Yarn Geeks channel from 9 to 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for Affordably Geeky, and my channel, Affordably Crafty, from 8 to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturdays for Affordably Geeky with my Yarnie Bestie Ginger, the Yarn Geek. I see you, Annie. Sorry about your internet troubles. So I have the mystery yarn grab bags up for a sale, and then also I just got booked to teach at the Fiber Festival of New England again, which is great. I taught last year one class. I'm going to be teaching 2 classes this year. How cool is that? And I got classes on the more popular day this year. I am going to be teaching on Saturday. Last year I was teaching on Sunday, so I'm super excited about that. Oh, you watch me on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Okay, Lizzie, I thought your name looked familiar. You're welcome. So I'm super excited about that. And what else is going on? I'm going to have a hook review up. I have lots of hook reviews on my channel, but I love the hook reviews. So my channel members voted on which hook I'm going to be reviewing next. And let's see if I can find where it is in here. I'm going to be reviewing the Addy. I believe this is the Comfort Grip, or it's called something else. I can't remember, but we're going to be reviewing this one. Have you crocheted anything with yarn I have dyed? Yes, but I gave it away, so I don't have it. Here is some yarn that I dyed. It's a gradient. Hold on. Don't fall down. Ah! It fell down anyways. Go away. Seriously. Oh, balls. Everything's on the ground. Hold on. Maybe not with my coffee. So I dyed a gradient. We'll show that to you. I don't remember which one of these is this one and this one. So this is the gradient I dyed. There is a video on how I did this on my YouTube channel if you want to check out my yarn dyeing playlist. Hey, it's time for yarn. Welcome in. Hello, hello. So yeah, let me know what you think about that. This was done with a very budget-friendly way to get into yarn dyeing. I mean, if you want to use wool, no. Indigo is the book for October. The book that was from the last live I did, which was actually in the spring. I took a break from this for the summer. Was this long thread women of color on craft community and connection. If you look down below, I have links to all the books that I've picked for the Crafty Book Club. You can check all those out. You like it? Cool. So this is very economical yarn dyeing. Economical. This yarn is, I love this wool from Hobby Lobby, which you can get for 30% off every other week-ish. And what I did is I believe I took 2 skeins and I just broke up the skeins. So you can see how I did that again on my video. And then I used to dye it drink packages, like for the individual, you know, when you buy a box and it's the individual sticks to put in one bottle of water. I use those that I got from Dollar Tree. So thank you. You're welcome. So very, very affordable way to kind of play around with yarn dyeing. And if you can't do wool, you can always try a natural fiber like cotton. You're welcome. Obviously, you can do it with different colors. So we have about 5 minutes left here. So yeah, I actually have a pile right here. You know how Ginger has yarn all over the place? I have books all over the place. It's totally my thing. I could go into a bookstore for days. One of my favorite things to do is to stop at used bookstores. I love it. This book I actually got at Savers that I think I paid $2, or this was one of my free ones. If you buy, I think it's 4 or 5 books at Savers, you get one free. And this was just sitting on the shelf like this, and I was like, did that say Indigo? I'm always on the look, but it's readily available, so don't think that it's difficult to find because I get it at Savers. Good morning, Crazy Yarn Cat Lady. Welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. Hey, if you guys haven't hit the like button, please do so. Sounds like me. Yeah. So yeah, I have a stack of books down here that I'm working through to see if they're going to work out for the book club or not. I love used book clubs. So awesome. It's like Vegas. I could be in there just forever. Forever and ever. Right? That's awesome. Well, I want to thank you guys for coming to the Crafty Book Club, and we're going to wrap up here. Yeah, so I will be posting some links in the Facebook group. Exactly. You have a donation suggested used bookstore near you. That's awesome, Crochet King. Hey, who's your pioneer? Welcome in. Half Price Books is your favorite. You can take books in and get store credit. So I have a book place like that about 5 minutes from my house. Literally, 5 minutes, maybe an exaggeration, called Read More Books here in Taunton. And they do that. You can take your books in and they go through them and you get credit. And you can either ask for them back at the end to go donate somewhere else. So I usually, when the books are sorted and they have what they want to get, I usually take the rest of my books over to the Taunton Library. They have a Friends of the Taunton Library room there set up where they sell books, and all that money goes back into programs at the library, which I love. Yeah, that would be an awesome vlog, Crochet King. I'd love to watch that. Hey, Kivia, welcome in. You're welcome, Full Nation. There also is on my channel a couple of other videos about places to get used books. One is Discover Books. Although that place used to be better a while ago. Now they've started also selling new books, so it's not as great anymore. A lot of my vintage books came from there. Yeah. I also am planning on doing a video on some tips about the free little libraries. If anybody has not used those before, I might actually make that this week because I've done a couple stops. So I'm going to make a video about that this week, which is another great way to get some free books. And I also have a small bag of books in my car that if I go to the free little libraries, if I take something, I leave a couple books behind, basically. Yeah, I know, right? A donation bookstore. We have those in my dad's neighborhood, nothing in Manhattan where they could really be good. Genevieve, have you used the app? I'll be talking about that in my video this week too. So I'm going to have a video about the free little libraries. I'm going to have a part 2 video of my archive.org deep dive where I'm going to talk about the Wayback Machine. I'm going to be doing a crochet hook review, and I'll probably do another yarn review. And I also have to review or finish my review of the Clover pom-pom makers versus the Dollar Tree Crafter's Secret pom-pom makers. So that's some of the content coming to you this week on my channel. And yeah, I'm going to wrap up now. Hopefully you guys get a hold of and enjoy the Indigo book, link down below. There also is going to be a post that's gone live on my Facebook group, I think. If not, I'll put one up right after I'm done with this live. Sometimes I can't remember what I put where. Horrible, I'm sorry. Yeah, so everybody enjoy the Crafty Book Club pick for October, and I will see you back here. Wait, is the last Monday in October on Halloween? If that's the case, I'm going to have to move that. I will figure that out. If it's Halloween, I'm going to have to move it to a different day. I might move it to the week before. That might be what I have to do. Yes, it's on a Monday. Okay. I will figure out an alternative Monday to have that on. Most likely the Monday before. I have a 7-year-old and a 4-year-old. So obviously I'm going to be out trick-or-treating. Yeah, so it's definitely not going to be that day. It's going to be the week before. So I will post more about that as it comes up. But yeah, check out Indigo and let me know what you guys think. And yeah, everybody have a creative day. And see you guys again here Saturday from 8 to 11 a.m. Eastern Time for Affordably Geeky Live. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.